Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. This is Viprajesh from Lotus Hyundai showroom in Coimbatore. Today, I am here with the brand new updated Magna variant of the Hyundai Santro compact hatchback. The Hyundai Santro is currently Hyundai's entry-level hatchback. That said, it is still not an utterly basic car. Today, I am going to take you through all the specifications and features available on this 2021 updated Magna variant, which I would say is the most value for money variant in the Hyundai Santro lineup. First, in terms of exterior design, you can see that this variant does not look too basic, still carrying forward the very unique looks. There are the standard petal-shaped headlamps and the massive grille at the front, giving the front fascia a wide grin-like design. That said, this Magna variant does not get front fog lamps, which can be fitted as a part of accessories. From the side profile though, you can identify this as a second-level base variant due to the lack of full wheel covers. These are 13-inch steel wheels. This Magna variant also gets the indicators on the front fenders instead of the ORVMs. However, even this Magna variant, which is only second to the base level era variant, still gets body colored ORVMs and door handles. While the higher spec variants get 14-inch wheels, this Magna variant and the base level variant get 13-inch ones. That said, unlike the higher spec variants, the B pillar of this Magna variant is body colored, which also can be customized aftermarket. Moving on towards the rear, almost all variants of the Hyundai Santro look exactly like this, with only the top spec Asta variant getting a rear windshield wiper washer and defogger. That said, all variants get the two reverse parking sensors as standard, located right above the number plate housing. Another unique design highlight of the Hyundai Santro is the slight kink in the window line just behind the B pillar on the rear door's windows. So that was all about the exterior details of this Magna variant of the Hyundai Santro. Let's now get inside the car.
Yes folks, I'm right now inside the Hyundai Santro second level Magna variant, and this is how the dashboard looks like. Despite being one among the entry level variants of one among the entry level cars from Hyundai, the overall interior looks pretty impressive with impressive quality materials. You can never see that this is a second to base level variant of the Hyundai Santro range, because this itself provides almost all essential features you need, including steering motor audio controls, which is essentially a premium feature. Coming to the features, yes, you get to see the steering motor audio controls on the steering wheel. You get the tuned-in audio system as a factory fitment, including Bluetooth connectivity as well. And you also get manual air conditioning with the sliding function for the recirculation function. And you also get all 4 power windows, for which the buttons are located right at the end of the center console, just behind the gear lever. So this is actually a premium quality quotient feature. Now coming to actual functional features, you don't get tilt adjustable steering wheel on any variant of the Hyundai Santro, which is a given thing, despite providing steering mounted audio controls. Other things include the standard headlamp stock on the right side, with the wiper stock being on the left side, and this instrument cluster provides a tachometer as standard. I'll turn on this car by using the key. So yes, despite providing all these features, this car does not provide remote locking system. Instead, you get manual central locking as standard, which is still completely okay. So this is how the instrument cluster looks like when everything is turned on. The lighting, the color combination, and everything is clear and crisp to read. And it is also pretty nice and appealing as well. There is a small monochrome MID on the right side, which can be controlled using this knob over here. This car obviously gets distance to empty, average efficiency, and all those essential stuff you may see on every other car. Next up, coming to the center console again, this is how the audio system display looks like. It may be a monochrome display, but the audio quality is pretty decent for this category, despite being a second level variant of the Hyundai Santro range. This audio system also gets USB connectivity. The USB port is located on just the left side, just below the tuned-in head unit. However, as you can clearly see, this car does not provide an aux port, which is completely acceptable in today's age and time. Coming to storage spaces, there is a lot of storage spaces in this small car. To begin with, there is this tray over here for your smartphones. Other storage spaces and cubby holes included in the center console are over here. They are also well finished and nicely detailed as well, so as you can fit almost everything in this car very easily. This cubby hole over here is also felt lined underneath, so that you can even place your small water bottles. Then there is a small tray over here again for your smartphone, just above the glove box. Talking about the glove box itself is pretty large in size for such a small car, which is again very impressive. Other bottle holders are standard across all variants. These bottle holders can easily accommodate 1 liter bottles very easily. Coming towards the roof, this car does not get day-night switch for the IRVM, which is okay again. The sun visors are of really nice quality. That said, there is no vanity mirror even for the passenger side sun visor, which is again okay and acceptable. Coming towards the right side of the steering wheel, well, basically there is no control over here. However, you can see the headlamp leveler functional controller located right under the driver's side AC vent. Talking about the AC vents, yes, I am here again talking about the quality of this car. The centrally placed AC vents are rather organically designed, usual design AC vents, which are also impressive in quality. However, the quality which impressed me the most are these rotary AC vents, which resemble a turbine-like design, and they are so smooth and fluid in terms of control and adjustment. They look and feel premium as well. And even the gear shifts are very slick and very easy to use, and even the clutch pedal feels so smooth and light as well. Next up, coming towards the ORVMs, yes, this car does not get electronically adjustable ORVMs despite getting all 4 power windows and audio system. Instead, you at least get these manual control knobs for the ORVMs. Well, that was all about the features in the front part of the Hyundai Santro Magna variant's cabin. Let's now check out the rear seats. Yes folks, this is how the dashboard of the Magna variant of the Hyundai Santro looks like. Honestly speaking, this does not look like a second level variant of the Hyundai Santro. In fact, it looks almost similar to the top spec variant of the Hyundai Santro, thanks to the presence of the 2-in audio system and almost all essential features, including premium features such as steering mounted audio controls. Now coming to the rear seat space and comfort, yes, despite being such a compact car, the overall rear seat space is really impressive for my height, which is 5'11" for reference. I have adjusted the driver seat for my height. Despite that, there is a really impressive level of space and comfort. The under thigh support is also acceptable and really impressive as well. Now you can see that this Magna variant of the Hyundai Santro does not get rear AC vents. Previously, the rear AC vents were present from this Magna variant itself. However, the rear AC vents are now available from the sports variant onwards only on the Hyundai Santro. Now, talking about the overall seat width and comfort for 3 people, yes, the seats don't seem that wide. The rear cabin is not that wide. So, in order to fit 3 people over here, 3 rather well-built people over here, you have to squeeze. These seats are actually perfectly fit for 3 medium-sized adults at best, so it is completely acceptable for such a compact car. Even on the top spec variants, the headrests are a fixed design, be it the front or the rear seats, so nothing different over here, which is completely acceptable. The seat material, yes, talking about the seat material, the center part of the seat upholstery is made of fabric, whereas the outer part, especially the black parts, are made of artificial type material, probably Rexin, which is okay for such a budget car. The top spec variants though have fully fabric seats, which definitely feel better and more comfortable. Now talking about other features available in the rear area of the cabin of the Hyundai Santro. Yes, the rear passengers get their individual power window buttons on the door armrests, which is a rather impressive feature. The front passengers though have to manage using these power window controls located at the end of the center console. That said, it is not bad in terms of convenience as well. The rear seat passengers can control their own power windows using their own individual buttons. However, in case if the driver wants to control the rear power windows, he or she can easily use these center console mounted buttons. So it is really a win-win situation for the rear seat passengers and the front seat passengers as well. As I already said, the 1 liter bottle holders are standard across all variants, and they are also present in the rear doors as well. Well then, coming towards the roof, yes, all variants of the Hyundai Santro get this centrally mounted yellow cabin lamp, which is also a very useful feature. That was all about the features in the back area of the Hyundai Santro's cabin. Let's now take a look at the boot space.
Unlike many other hatchbacks, the tailgate of the Hyundai Santro can be opened only by pulling this lever in the driver footwell, especially on this Magna variant. Opening the tailgate, you get to see 235 liters of luggage space, which is acceptable for such a compact hatchback. The opening is wide, with the boot space itself being very usable with proper space management. This Magna variant does not get a parcel tray, and none of the variants get bag hooks or boot lamp. And yes, as expected, none of the variants of the Hyundai Santro gets 60-40 split folding rear seats. Instead, the back seats can be fully 100% flat folded, providing an even larger luggage bay for your larger items and furniture as well. Matching the 13-inch steel wheels on this car, the spare wheel provided is also of the exact same size, which means the spare wheel can also be used permanently without the need to worry. So that was all about the usable boot space on the Hyundai Santro Magna variant. Being a tall car, the Santro can also be used for loading tall luggage. Now let's check out the engine bay. The Hyundai Santro is a compact hatchback positioned right against the Maruti Suzuki Celerio. So under the bonnet, you get to see a 1.1-litre 4-cylinder MPI petrol engine producing almost 70 PS of maximum power and 99 Nm of maximum torque through either a 5-speed manual gearbox or a 5-speed AMT. This engine is adequately powerful for such a compact hatchback as the Santro. And while both the manual and AMT gearboxes are creamy smooth, the major highlight of this 1.1-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine is its overall refinement, as it is truly one among the most refined engines in this price category, and it does not even get under-bonnet insulation. The overall efficiency is also pretty decent. Now let's talk about the pricing and value of this Magna variant. That was a detailed walk-around review of the Hyundai Santro's updated Magna variant, which is second only to the base level Era variant. Yes, this Magna variant does not have the looks of the Sports or the Asta variant, as it does not offer front fog lamps, providing only 13-inch steel wheels. That said, while the exterior can be customized later on aftermarket, it is the interior which matters a lot, and that is where the Magna variant feels great value for money. Despite being the most affordable car in the Hyundai lineup, features like all 4 power windows, central locking, and a 2-din audio system are available on this Magna variant itself. Moreover, the Santro provides decent space and comfort for your family, along with the most refined petrol engine in this price category. So overall, at this price point, this Magna variant of the Hyundai Santro makes for a perfect city hatchback with the possibility of fitting accessories and customization on the outside. So meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.